If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC25, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC25 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 6% using promo code Inception at checkout. Okay, guys, so we finally have content again. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, bro. Content to the point where we need like center backs and stuff. Too funny. Anyways, listen, we got Ruben Diaz to check out today. Roll plus plus on this card is going to be the ball playing defender plus plus. Honestly, that's not horrible. That's not horrible. There's actually a lot of people that do actually like to use that on the card. Defender plus is definitely going to be the main thing for sure. The main thing that we have to try out is obviously defensive capabilities in game to see what he's like in a general sense. It's important for me to get a card like this, obviously, for the review account too, because of the link ups and whatnot. But definitely going to be giving him a shadow chemistry style. Obviously, you want to increase the pace to be as high as possible. You want to increase the defending to be as high as possible while working with better passing stats. Reactions at a 95 with a 92 for composure should be interesting. He does have a 4-star weak foot, so that obviously adds to the card as well. He's a 6'2" player with a tall and normal body type. And then base card stats for physical is also in a pretty solid area as well. So yeah, you know, with this card, it's mainly about all the link ups that you could potentially have within your squad that people are going to be definitely taking a look at, right? So yeah, we'll just go ahead and unlock the cards. We'll play him in the defensive positions. I'll try out like a custom tactic or something, so that's not super boring to test out the defender. And yeah, we'll see how he plays, man. Hopefully he is a beast. Well, not having skill moves is a little bit annoying for those situations. I think they could have given him skill moves, to be honest, but... Oh, Ruben? Give me a foul, though, for sure. Yeah, you need the playstyle for that to work. He has good passing, but... Plus is definitely needed for those forced ones to work, for sure. Good challenge. Oh, dude, like... Ruben Diaz first to it's good. Oh, Ruben. So I need to see, my boy. Oh my goodness, what a clearance. He did that with his head, you see that? Magnetize it to that, nice. Ah, oh, man. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Try to utilize the bruiser there from that touch, because they always want to do that drag, right? Nicely done. A little challenge from behind there. Nice challenge. Gotta go for a Legrand switch downwards. Cut it back eventually. Nicely done. First to it there. Game feels horrible right now, but good play to Ruben Diaz. Thank you. As well under pressure there too. We're still good. We're still good. Nice block. Nice block, nice block. Ruben was ready there. Well positioned. Kind of funny because the bruiser kind of works a certain way in that area too. With that like forced animation. Nice, uses his physical there to get the ball. Good interception. It just feels like a left mid and a 3-back. But the dribbling being a certain way, you don't mind it as much in the side area, so it's not really that big of a deal, you know? Well, interception play there with Ruben Diaz too, eh? Oh, what a clearance! What a clearance! Oh, what a clearance from my boy! Nice challenge. Okay, we got it back. We got it back eventually. You know the deflections do be crazy. Nice challenge. Double block there. I mean, we still have the ball, I guess. Oh, slide challenge. Oh, yeah. Thumbs up to that. Thumbs up to that. Jumps high enough there. Good stuff. Good last ditch tackle. We'll take the challenge. Yep, wins the ball in the air there. Good stuff. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Ruben Diaz SBC. So in regards to how he plays as a defender in the game, guys, I didn't mind him whatsoever. A couple things to mention with the role pluses that you're working with. When it comes to passing, the passing on the card is actually quite nice for like the short passing, the long passing. I found myself kind of able to do first time passes whenever it made sense to do it. So that's obviously nice to work with, because obviously if I have to take a touch and then I have to do a dribble afterwards, sometimes it's not always the best to work with, right? Defensively, I thought he was very solid, right? I think it's very important that, you know, they gave him at least the intercept play style, because in some situations, you definitely notice that magnetization on the card for you to have that specific play style on it. It's funny because I didn't even look at the play styles. Here's the funny part, right? I didn't even look at the play styles initially in the beginning of the review, but I'm like, oh, I could actually do first time passes. Has tiki taka. You see what I'm saying, dude? But yeah, pinged pass, tiki taka, like the passing build up play with him is nice. So if you play him as your ball playing defender, with that specific role in mind, he would actually be pretty solid at doing that stuff. Long passes, if he doesn't have this play style, like the forced ones are not going to be like the craziest with him. So you have to be very mindful of that, right? You know, defensively, the thing that you're going to work with the most when it comes to this card is obviously the Bruiser Plus, right? So when you are using the Bruiser Plus, it is a combination of either pressing the tackle button with tactical defending, right? And then they choose to kind of use that body to body, or you use him on the advanced defending and you could do it more in like a manual way. Most people are using tactical defending nowadays, and you could see in some situations that he does apply that extra bit of pressure against the attackers because of that bruiser, allowing him to kind of push into the push into the attackers really nicely. Now, the main comparison is like, you know, people look at it from like defensive quality only, right? And from defensive quality, like if you have a card like Saliba, you're chilling, right? But here's the thing, right? It always depends on what roles you want on your cards, and this is how EA sells their players, right? Saliba, on his roles, if we can go to it, only has ball playing defender plus with defender plus plus, and his passing is not as crazy, right? With Ruben Dias, you have a player that can pass the ball way better, and then his role is the ball playing defender plus plus, right? So it just depends on what sort of role that you want to work with. Most people, when they play this game, they usually use defender plus because they just want the card to be a solid defensive presence in the defensive areas. So yeah. Do I think the price of the SBC is a little up there? Sure. But do I still think he's a solid card in game? Yes. This is how EA prices their SBCs this year, guys, when it comes to just general things, whether you can build fodder or not. The main things with this card is going to be link ups to specific cards, right? So for instance, if I go to the Portuguese players, for instance, right? I can get Bruno Fernandes in the team. That's an easy link up. And Bruno Fernandes has a long ball pass. And you guys know long ball pass is very meta. Another one is going to be to Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot is going to be a big one. Maybe in the future they drop like a Bernardo Silva card. That could be a big one. Mateus Nunes, that could be a big one. So it's all about the links that you want to work with as well, right? So if you have the intention of using him as a ball-playing defender, but to be honest, even as just a defender, he's still going to be a very solid defensive player in the game. But I will mention that for me personally, when it comes to comparing one playstyle to the next, I do think that the intercept plus on Varane is absolutely insane to work with, right? And then when it comes to the roles, he has stopper plus plus, but most people don't really use stopper plus plus. They use him on the defender, but it's that intercept plus that I find to be a little bit better of a playstyle because, you know, that one situation where I was like, you know, I was controlling him in the middle. What if he had intercept plus instead, right? And I feel like you utilize intercept plus way more than you utilize the bruiser. But it's not to say that you don't utilize the bruiser at all. You still do, and you can on this card because he has that physical presence. But I'm just saying that there's moments where it would be nice to have that intercept plus. But you know those challenges that I did with him when he was basically like behind the attacker and I'm you could see the controller, I'm pressing the tackle button. That's Bruiser kind of taking over because I turn off the playstyles because it makes the game lag. You guys know this game, right? I turn on, I do the challenge, I press the tackle button, and his aggressiveness towards pushing towards the ball, that's the Bruiser taking over and getting the ball in those situations. So it's still a very, very helpful play style to work with, especially if you want to be aggressive in certain situations. So yeah, if you need the links, if you need the ball playing defender with a card that can actually pass the ball well, he's going to be pretty solid to work with in that sense. It's still going to be a card that could play very well in the meta of this gameplay. It just depends on what you're looking for for your team when it comes to chemistry links and the roles that you want to work with, right? For me, having Bruno Fernandes and Dalot, that's just an easy triple link setup just like that. And then obviously with Beasley coming out as an SBC, we can use him in the left back position. Easy link like that too, right? So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today, and I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.